With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, read. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll have a Jets first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
One unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st down, Wilson. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Curtis Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
48 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Oh, big hole left side.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Jets! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'll tell you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room.
Jake's first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Wilson. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go play action with Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
2nd and long.
And that's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Boswell's kick is good.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's another carry for Harris. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On play action, they'll throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
from 17 yards out.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And he spins past him and into space. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
123 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
that was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Back to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They run with Harris.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Second and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wilson wants to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught at the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's good for him to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.